another episode of Radio City Freedom Exchange. And today, I am not sitting before you guys as Vijay Lakshmi Narayan on behalf of Radio City Freedom, but I'm sitting here as an elated fan who is joyous over to the moon because she's getting a chance to interview her favorite band. Joining me all the way from Kochi and Trivandrum are When I Met Toad. Welcome, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Firstly, congratulations. Had a great lockdown period with all three releases in this period being a success, whether it's Maybe I Can Fly, When We Feel Young, and now the recent Kahani, which is your first Hindi single. So many congratulations to you. It's all in order.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So I want to ask, why did you finally choose to consciously release a song in Hindi? Why did Kahani happen? Where was that idea conceived?
We keep saying that we have these, a bank of recordings that we keep of different ideas that come up during maybe shows or sound checks. Sometimes when we were just sitting at home idle. And this was one such recording that we had, kept aside probably last year or the year before that. And we returned to these recordings when we were working on the album this year. And we stumbled upon this tune that we felt would work well in Hindi. And we approached Ankur because we aren't the best at speaking Hindi ourselves, though we can get by, but we can't write a full song in Hindi. So then we approached Ankur and he obliged to write the words for the song, and Kahani came about.
Right. I mean, you spoke about Ankur Tiwari. I mean, he's such an esteemed and celebrated singer-songwriter himself, and his verses really resonate with so many young millennial audiences out there. So why Ankur was the preferred singer-songwriter that you wanted to approach for this song?
I mean, personally, we know Ankur. That's one of the main reasons. Also, the fact that I don't know if we know any other Hindi lyricist in our span of friends that we know. So Ankur was the first person to go about, and that happened.
But yeah, as you said, he's a brilliant writer, and the words are very simple, but yet speak a lot, in his songs. So that was something that we wanted in our song, because we didn't want something very poetic, but something that, that could touch the hearts of people listening to it at the same time.
The Hindi paragraph in When We Feel Young, which I think is personally my favorite part, my favorite highlight in that song, which has really, wowed audiences all over the internet. I mean, it's like everyone is listening to that song. So, I mean, who penned the verses of that Hindi stanza in the last?
Ashwin the Man. We went through many iterations of that, of that 2 lines, almost to the point of, getting someone else to write it. But then, I think, it was Ashwin with the help of his sister, right? A little bit.
Yeah, I mean, my sister and a lot of other general, because we had to make sure that grammatically it was correct, and we had to ask around. I mean, there are a lot of people who helped. We had to ask around if this was correct or if this could be said this way. So, but we had an essence of what we wanted in the lines, and we knew the words for it, and we could connect it, and we could say it as people, but we just wanted to make it like poetically correct. So we got help from, like, my sister speaks Hindi, my mom speaks Hindi, plus Stylish's friend, there's a friend of Stylish who speaks Hindi, then Achyut's friend speaks Hindi. So we asked a bunch of people to make sure that this was right. So friends and family and a little bit of me and the rest of the band. Yeah.
How do you look at the fact that, you guys are the first band, who do not predominantly perform in Hindi, and yet you have a pan-India following now who are actually following your music, irrespective of whether they understand the language or not. There's so many people who are listening to your works. I clearly remember last year I had an interview with Ayushmann Khurrana, and suddenly from nowhere he mentioned Khoj, and I was like, wow. Somebody like Ayushmann Khurrana, who does a lot of films based in the north, is actually listening to When I Met Toes. He had actually put a story, also I think mentioning Khoj in his on his Instagram. I was like, wow, this is unprecedented. So how do you guys, introspect upon your pan-India following?
It's kind of a very flattering and good feeling that a lot of people, like, over the country and inside the country and as well as outside the country, is listening to us. we get news like this. Like for instance, Ayushmann shared it, and once like I think 2 years back, Farhan Akhtar also came about listening to us, and there was a bunch of people who actually shared it. And there's never been like a I was talking to somebody the other day, and there was never been like a hatred towards the way we pronounce different languages, or our how the diction is, and that's actually we feel is connecting to a lot of people inside the country. And I think for us also, it feels really good to travel out, like inside the country, and see a lot of people just listening to us. We never had the intention of making like these are the set of people who would listen to it. We just wrote a song that we thought we liked, and we did a good job with it. And the rest is all about people just listening to it. And thanks to a lot of streaming platforms for helping out as well.
A lot of South bands. There's so much. There's a splurge of talent. Down south. Uh, how do you look at South Indian receiving the South region especially getting a lot of acceptance from, like I was saying, I mean, coming back to my earlier question, there's a lot of pan-India reception now for South bands in general, irrespective of which language they perform at. So and they even call you guys a happy rock band. So do you think that as long as there are these elements and certain influences in your music that resonate with your audiences eventually, it doesn't matter which language you perform? I mean, where do you guys weigh in on that?
I think like we admire Aviel a lot. So they are proper Malayalam rock band, and
Yeah.
I think they are less famous in Kerala, but very famous in North India and Northeast, all the other parts of the country. So, and I think our song Niyara, which is fully in Malayalam, we have a lot of from Northeast. We are happy that people are singing, like try to sing that. So I think language is not the main concern. It's like how people relate to live with. That's it.
Also, I think being honest and original about your songwriting just makes it. There's not much of thought. You write what you want, what you feel about, and you make music of what you feel like. And I think Abir also did the same thing, and a lot of other bands are doing the same thing. So, and it's not just South. I would like to refer that all over the country of talent. There's a lot of independent musicians just releasing their content, and everybody is received in one way or
What has there been a major learning from this pandemic for you guys as artists?
I think one major learning, to go with the flow and not really, plans don't really always work like you plan them to, but then you still have to sort of work your way around them, and you have to be flexible. So that's something that we had a lot of plans about, touring with the album, releasing everything in June, but all that went haywire with the COVID situation. So we had to sort of reimagine our our release plans. We also had to look at other ways to shoot our videos, other ways to release our content. So then we something like Nature Tapes was something that came up during the lockdown, because we knew that we were getting stuck in our houses and we didn't have we couldn't shoot a proper music video. So then we had to do something to release an acoustic version of the song. So then we decided to do Nature Tapes.
I think personally, we figured out that if we have more time, we can make better songs. That's definitely one thing that we figured out, because as per plan, we were supposed to release our album in. For some good, I think we got some time not traveling, because we had like a lot of gigs planned out for April and May and March. I think we got a little bit of buffer time for ourselves to sit through the songs and probably like reimagine it, and then figure out how things would work in terms of structure and arrangement. And I think we got a lot of time that way. Plus, like Ajit said, we learned everything to go by the flow.
When you are not making music, when you're hopefully listening to other artists, Indian artists, so who does When Chai Met Toast love listening to?
I think one name unanimously would be Dhruv Vishwanath. Yeah,
Dhruv Vishwanath.
He's just a brilliant songwriter and as a performer as well. Love seeing him live, love listening to his music, and he puts his heart and soul into it.
He's just a great guy also.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
We-
Parvaz.
I think Parvaz is a great band.
Oh, of course. For me personally, Parvaz and When Chai Met Toast are together in terms of, I mean, I think my attention is divided between the two bands.
Mhm.
Yeah, we played a lot of gigs together also. So
Yeah,
it's nice.
5 or 7 gigs, I think.
There are a lot of other artists also. There are a lot of new artists who's bringing out like really good songs. For instance, heard a really good track from Raghav Niyatil the other day. Even Nikhil D'Souza has come out with a great EP called Va.
Killer EP,
And
yes, absolutely.
yeah, and then I think Hanit the song. There's a lot of new artists. There's a lot of
Man,
kick-ass songwriters out there. There are
Yeah,
a lot of good
Mali
bands
put
in
out a
Kerala
great
as well.
song.
Yeah, Mali put out a great song. Yeah. Also, the fact that there are a lot of good artists out there. For instance, there's a band called Derelicts from Kerala. I think everybody should just check out. They have really good music.
Then of course the legends like Blackstrat Blues
Yeah.
Yeah.
is a favorite.
I want to
Yeah.
mention him. Like,
And even Swaratma came out with a new song. Yeah.
Once again, like, thank you guys for doing this, and thank you guys for joining me this afternoon. I really wish you all the best, and I'm waiting to hear the whole album soon. I really hope that comes out, that hits the music platforms. For the nearest music platforms.
We're still full album ourselves, so it'll take some
I'm
time.
sure it'll be worth the wait. I'm sure it'll be worth the wait.
Yeah.
I mean, there are a bunch of good songs coming out pretty soon. So after Kahani, there's another song called Ocean Tide, which will come out pretty soon. Then Kahani's new music video is out this Sunday, that is October 4th. So we're planning all of that. Everything is in the process.
Just keep the good music coming When Chai Met Toast. We are all yours.
Thank you, Vijay.
thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So much.